Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel English Talks with Anna. Today we have a pretty exciting topic that I'm going to cover. We're gonna look at 20 most used English idioms in daily conversations that you can find in movies, TV series, or that you might just hear on the street. So let's start. Our first one is white elephant. So this is something that costs a lot of money but is not really useful. For example, this house is a white elephant as the owners live permanently abroad. So this house is just basically taking the money from the owners. Another one, white lie.
Why are you so upset? Lying about being rich is at most a little white lie. It is literally the whitest lie I've ever heard, and it's a huge deal.
So a white lie, it is basically a lie that is harmless, which was basically told in order to preserve someone else's feelings. For example, like let's say someone got you a birthday present and you said, oh, this is wonderful, I love it. But you actually lied. You said a white lie in order not to upset the person that got you the present. White collar. So white collar people are the people that work at the office. It's 9-to-5 job, that wear suits, that usually you see in big skyscrapers and so on. And there's also white collar resorts. This is basically resorts and places for holidays that the white collars go to. For example, a lot of New Yorkers, people from Chicago, that work in those big skyscrapers. They tend to often go to Mexico, for example, Los Cabos, Cancun, Tulum, like those kind of places, or also even to Europe.
White collar, blue collar.
Blue collar. This is actually the opposite of white collar. It's the people that earn through manual labor, typically through agriculture, furnishing, and so on. Out of the blue, it basically means that something happened unexpectedly. For example, one day, out of the blue, she said that she was leaving. Once in a blue moon, okay, that one means that something happens rarely.
An opportunity like this comes along once in a blue moon.
For example, I only get to see my family once in a blue moon because I live in France now and they live in New York.
Every day I have a blue.
I have the blues. It means to be depressed or super sad. For example, after I left the US, I had the blues for quite a long time, but now I'm actually settling in at a new place. Blue blood basically means, if you call someone a blue blood, it means that they are from a socially high rank. So a blue blood is more of an aristocrat. They come from privileged, noble families. To paint the town red basically means to go out clubbing, dancing, drinking alcohol, just having a fun, crazy night. For example, I'm ready to paint the town red with one of my closest friends this weekend. Red tape. So this is a series of actions that seem a little unnecessary, that we have to do because of the government, the laws. For example, you want to apply for your residence permit and you need to get things like your birth certificate, like those little unnecessary things that you need to pile in and to do in order to get that from the government. Roll out the red carpet. This means to formally greet someone that has come to your place, your town, that you have respect towards, to like a celebrity or like a public person. For example, the town rolled out the red carpet for the governor of the state. So they're there, it's an important person and they did this huge thing. Red herring. So red herring is something that misleads from an important question. For example, you're trying to convince your parent, your mom, your dad, to lend their car, to lend you the car. And you say, well, I will borrow the car, bring you coffee, then I will do the grocery shopping for you. So, it's kind of like moving away from the important fact that you're asking the parent to use their car, but you're kind of also bribing them in some sort of way. Also, I want to mention that these idioms are actually categorized by colors. So this would be an easier way for you to remember them and just to check them out on the video. Okay, so catch somebody or someone red-handed.
Excuse me, sir.
basically means to catch them while they're doing something illegal or bad. For example, I caught her red-handed smoking marijuana in her office. So, for example, a lot of places, weed is not legal in a lot of countries, and this is something that is illegal, to count as illegal, and I caught her doing it, so I caught her red-handed. Silver spoon in one's mouth. Okay, this is kind of the same as the blue blood. It means that someone came from a rich family, they have everything sorted out for them. But actually, this idiom is used more in a disapproval way. When you say, oh, he has a spoon in his mouth. It's like, it doesn't, oh, he's so rich, so happy for him, blah, blah, blah. No, it's more of like, well, he has the money, blah, 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 like downing more on that person. For example, Samantha was born with a silver spoon in her mouth, and there's always someone to pay her bills even if her inheritance isn't enough. Golden opportunity. It's an excellent chance to do something that is likely to be successful and rewarding. For example, investing into Bitcoin in 2015 or 14 was a golden opportunity, right? Like, imagine if you just bought one Bitcoin, how much would it cost now? Even though it devaluated? But still, golden parachutes. This is a compensation for someone in a high rank, like CEO from a company executive that leaves the company. They have the golden parachute that basically they get the money from the company that's written in their contract. For example, even if the company is right now losing money and that executive leaves, he will still have his shares because he will sell those shares. And he will also have the additional sum that has been written in the contract. Green with envy basically means to be very unhappy because someone else has something that you want. So for example, a friend of mine is flying to Australia and I'm green with envy because I also want to go there. Green light. Okay, this is a permission to start something. For example, the manager gave us a green light to start this project. Gray area. If you refer to something as a gray area, it means that it is unclear.
It just seems like it's a gray area between bicycle and motorcycle.
For example, the new law that just came in about the residence permit has a lot of gray areas. You can't really understand it. That's why I'm going to speak with my lawyer to figure it all out. Black sheep. Okay, black sheep is a person that embarrasses family or friends group because they have different goals. They're just different from the others. Might be on the way they look, might be the way they act, might be on their values.
It's not easy being the disappointment of the family, but here the
For example, Josh's family works in the banking, but he is becoming a musician. He's the black sheep of the family. Well, I hope these idioms are going to be very useful for you and you can try to use them on your daily basis and also help you to understand the movies, the TV shows, even the YouTube videos, so you actually feel closer to the English culture. Well, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Also press that bell notification and like the video. And if you want to find out more information or just find more about myself, check out the Instagram. Link is in the bio and also all of the courses are down below.